Okay, it is Thursday, June 11th, and we're starting to concentrate now on the weekend. Everybody probably getting excited to get out there, maybe go up to lakes country of central, northern Minnesota, northwestern Wisconsin, and you're looking for some dry weather. If that's the case, I've got good news for you, because for the most part, Friday through Sunday appears to be dry. Might be a little bit of a fly in the ointment later in the day, Saturday, but in general, I think dry but cool. Okay, so keep that in mind. All right, here's the visible satellite loop for today now and going into this afternoon, and you can clearly see that cumulus clouds have popped up over east central Minnesota, northern Wisconsin. These cumulus clouds, of course, they develop with the heat of the day and then they dissipate at night, and our skies become clear at night, which will happen overnight tonight. But during the day, they pop up and they provide some brief showers. And that's exactly what's happening up in northeastern Minnesota, east central Minnesota, north and northern Wisconsin. And I'll show you that in just a bit. But you can also see where our air is coming from. It's coming from Saskatchewan and Manitoba and Alberta, so southern Canada. And in those areas, skies for the most part are clear with some patchy cumulus clouds. And that would mean dry. And again, that air is coming right towards Minnesota. So for the most part, tomorrow and into Saturday, I think we are going to be dry, and that could easily be the case for Sunday too. Here are the temperatures right now across the upper Midwest in Minnesota. A pleasant day right now. Mid to upper 70s over western and southern Minnesota. And of course, where you're getting the showers here in east central Minnesota, northern Wisconsin, temperatures are in the 60s to near 70 degrees. And yeah, if you get under one of these light showers, your temperature is going to drop about 5 to 10 degrees, and that would be the case if you are the unlucky ones that gets a shower later this afternoon and early this evening. And again, showers should dissipate as we get in to the overnight hours and skies will become clear. Okay, temperatures. Now this is a little surprising with how cool our environment is going to become as we get into Friday and Saturday, but these are the high temperatures now from the NAM Nest computer model guidance for Saturday. Okay, tomorrow actually looks, or I'm sorry, for Friday, for tomorrow. Tomorrow looks to be a little bit cooler than today. Low to mid 60s over the lakes country of central and northern Minnesota, northwestern Wisconsin. So that's cool. And only in the low 70s here, Twin Cities Metro and over southern Minnesota with a light northerly breeze. So tomorrow, yes, certainly cooler than today. But what I really want you to focus on is look at what happens as we get into Saturday morning. Okay, this is at about 4 to 5 a.m., right before sunrise on Saturday morning. Look at some of these temperatures over northwestern Wisconsin, upper 30s to low 40s. I wouldn't be surprised if a touch of frost is located in northern, especially north central Wisconsin as we get into Saturday morning, and those cool temperatures extend into northern and eastern Minnesota. Even the Twin Cities Metro, or at least the outer suburbs, may be in the mid to upper 40s as we get into Saturday morning. So definitely a cool weather pattern and a cool Canadian air mass coming in, but it is a fresh Canadian air mass. And then as we get into Saturday afternoon, our high temperatures, at least if you were to believe the NAM Nest computer model guidance, will be mostly in the 60s over Minnesota with some low to mid 70s as you get into the core metro where you get the urban heat island and then southwestern Minnesota. But anyway, NAM Nest computer model guidance is showing some real cool weather as we get into Saturday and early parts of this weekend. Now looking ahead, as we get into Sunday, and this is Sunday morning, this is the European computer model guidance, and look at where our winds are coming from on Sunday morning. They're still out of the north, and that's in the upper layers of our atmosphere, so that's at the jet stream level at about 30 to 35,000 feet. So no doubt that we'll still have a Canadian air mass dominating the upper Midwest as we get into Sunday, so that still means relatively cool air. But as we get into next week, take a look at where our jet winds start to turn and come from. They're coming from the southwest. Okay, now this is for middle portions of next week, for Wednesday and Thursday. Okay, so our winds are coming from the southwest in the upper levels of our atmosphere. That's going to mean a couple of things. Number one, it's going to mean warmer air, because air from the desert southwest and the Gulf of Mexico is going to be able to surge north into the upper Midwest, including Minnesota. The second thing that it's going to mean is the potential for thunderstorm activity. Because when you get to the right rear quad of a jet streak, which is a river of strong winds in the upper levels of our atmosphere, when you get to that right rear quad of a jet streak, and you can see it here as we get into Wednesday evening, that's a perfect area to be located for shower and thunderstorm activity, and some of it may be severe. So again, our next opportunity, the way it appears, for some thunderstorm activity, and it could be severe, would be Wednesday into Thursday of next week, as that jet stream gets close to Minnesota and it starts turning into a southwesterly direction. So we'll have to watch out for that. And of course, again, like I mentioned, it's going to get warmer. In fact, 850 low-level temperatures here in the upper Midwest shows a very warm area of air in the lower layers of our atmosphere that surges north into the upper Midwest and middle portions of next week. I wouldn't be surprised if we get back into the 90s by that time. In fact, the National Weather Service is showing you what their predictions are. They've got 70s now for the Twin Cities metro as we get into this weekend. All right, that might be a little optimistic. We may have to shave those temperatures about 3 to 5 degrees. But anyway, upper 60s, lower 70s across much of Minnesota this weekend. And then the National Weather Service shows us surging into the 80s by the early portions of next week. So, and lots of sunshine. Take a look. Lots of clear skies, and not only at night, but during the day. So I'm just not expecting much in the way of precipitation this weekend, which is great news for those of you that are going out and traveling and maybe going to the lakes and enjoying yourself. All right, with that, we'll let you go. If anything significant happens this weekend, of course, we'll let you know on Bring Me the News and Novak Weather. Otherwise, I hope everybody has a great weekend. Take care.